From the Paper 24/7 newsroom, here's your police blotter for Tuesday, March 15th, 2011. I'm Frank Phillips. Crawfordsville Police Department responded to or arrested on Friday a caller who reported locating his stolen bike at a pawn shop, 2:31 p.m. A male on the street exhibiting suspicious behavior, which checked out okay, 2:57 p.m. Found property on the road by Big R, 3:21 p.m. Report of a vehicle traveling erratically on Meridian Street, 3:31 p.m. On Saturday, Terry Thompson, 22, of Lafayette, was arrested for public intoxication, 12:46 a.m. Jason A. Reese, 28, of Lafayette, was arrested for public intoxication, 3:38 a.m. Darrell T. Schultz, 26, of Crawfordsville, was arrested at 3:44 a.m. Angela Archer Brown, 40, of Crawfordsville, was arrested for operating while intoxicated, 4:40 p.m. Robert Harold Stone, 19, of Crawfordsville, was arrested at 8:56 p.m. There was a verbal warning reference failure to stop on Ladoga Road and Broadway at 3:38 p.m. There was a disabled vehicle reported in the 600 block of East Main Street, 3:40 p.m. Smoke from a small fire in the backyard at John and Jefferson was reported. That fire was extinguished, 3:49 p.m. There was a report of a young man hanging out of a window of a second-story residence on Hamilton Street, 4:03 p.m. Fraud reported, West Country Club Road, 4:09 p.m. An attempted suicide was reported on State Road 32 West, 4:41 p.m. Investigation, Jefferson east of Wallace, 4:57 p.m. Residential break-in on Argonaut Drive, 5:06 p.m. A fight involving two juveniles on Chestnut Street, 5:13 p.m. A peacekeeping detail, Westwood Drive, 5:29 p.m. A report of a mailbox in the roadway near McDonald's North on 231, 5:30 p.m. Animal complaint on Imperial Drive, 6:27 p.m. Verbal threats, West Main Street, 8:06 p.m. Police were out of their car checking a building. The building and fence were not secured on Big Four Arch Road, 8:53 p.m. Verbal warning issued, reference a license plate light, 600 block of South Washington Street, 8:47 p.m. Wendy's reported two customers who refused to leave, 9:11 p.m. A driving complaint, US 231 at Gas America, 10:23 p.m. Harassment at Indian Springs, 11:24 p.m. Verbal warning due to a headlight out, Chestnut and Washington, 11:47 p.m. On Saturday, verbal warning, license plate light in the Pizza Hut parking lot, 12:03 a.m. Verbal warning for following too closely in the plate light, Shady Lane, 12:06 a.m. Report of a verbal fight on Milligan, 12:19 a.m. Verbal warning for failure to dim lights, County Road 750 West near Waveland, 1:32 a.m. A verbal warning for a headlight out, US 231 in Spring, 1:37 a.m. Fight in progress. One girl had a ball bat and there were two guys with her. Cloverleaf Court, 1:51 a.m. Police were checking on a vehicle in the old Skate Corral parking lot. One subject was told to leave, 2:03 a.m. A verbal warning was issued for no headlight, Wabash and Pine, 2:34 a.m. Verbal warning issued for a headlight out, US 231 at Northridge, 2:54 a.m. Public intoxication, Northridge Hills, 2:59 a.m. A verbal warning was issued for a headlight out, 231 South at Chestnut, 6:04 a.m. Verbal warning issued, reference disregarding an automatic signal, 231 South at Chestnut, 6:12 a.m. A disabled vehicle reported State Road 47 and State Road 32 West, 6:14 a.m. Reckless driving while texting, 231 North, 9:13 a.m. Theft of medication reported on Haywood Court, 10:06 a.m. A vehicle was parked in a no parking zone. That vehicle was ticketed 400 block of East Pike Street, 10:11 a.m. Civil dispute, South Oak Street, 11:58 a.m. Citation for unsafe speed and failure to signal, Park and Binford Streets, 3:58 p.m. A driver complaint because the driver was sleepy, US 231 North at North Montgomery High School, 4:37 p.m. A check on well-being, South Washington Street, 5 p.m. Juveniles near the skate park in Milligan Park. One was smoking marijuana and arrested, 6:20 p.m. Citation issued for no insurance to a driver on Main Street, 7:11 p.m. Domestic disturbance on Tuttle, 8:35 a.m. Loud noise complaint filed by neighbors on Delaware Street, 11:46 a.m. An officer helped motorist change tires, US 231 North at Calvary Cemetery, 11:54 p.m. The Montgomery County Sheriff's Office responded to or arrested on Friday theft of mail, South Maple Drive, 1:49 p.m. A caller reported she was hearing a cry for help and then realized it was her neighbor calling his dogs, 2:10 p.m. The Indiana State Police, Lafayette, requested a canine unit for a vehicle search, I-74 at the 30-mile marker, 2:46 p.m. A break into a vehicle, West Main Street at Waveland, 3:32 p.m. A break into a vehicle on East Howard Street in Waveland, 3:32 p.m. Woman reported a dog outside her vehicle would not let her out of the car, East County Road 300 North, 3:38 p.m. Tammy Thomas, 43 of Waveland, was charged with domestic battery, 7:32 p.m. Robert W. Weatherford, 46 of Waynetown, was charged with intimidation, 10:22 p.m. There was a break into a residence reported on East County Road 450 North, 4:41 p.m. An ordinance violation, Garfield, in Waynetown, 6:32 p.m. A VIN check, South County Road 600 West, 7:29 p.m. Another VIN check, South County Road 400 West, 7:49 p.m. There was a residential break-in on East County Road 850 North at 8:16 p.m. There was a report a neighbor was burning plastic. That fire was extinguished on Taylor Street in Ladoga, 8:23 p.m. A female with a possible overdose in Wingate, 8:56 p.m. A woman reported her husband was making threats with a gun and she was hiding in a closet, South County Road 815 West, 9 p.m. Break into a residence on North County Road 575 East, 9:43 p.m. There was a domestic disturbance over truck keys at New Richmond, 11:06 p.m. Saturday, Ricky Dale, 45 of Crawfordsville, was arrested on a warrant for domestic battery, 2:45 a.m. A suspicious vehicle was parked at the Linden gas station, 3:12 a.m. A woman reported she was lost out in the county after a party the night before. She was found at 5:50 a.m. There was the report of a theft of a CD player and money from a vehicle on Vine Street in Newmarket, 10:54 a.m. Theft from a vehicle, East Pine Street in Newmarket, 11:07 a.m. A police officer removed trash can from roadway and on South 3rd Street in Newmarket, 5:12 p.m. Mailbox damage reported on North County Road 100 West, 6:29 p.m. A speeding citation, US 231 north of County Road 300 North, 9:10 p.m. There was a verbal warning issued for unsafe lane change on Englewood, 10:03 p.m. Complaint of a car left running for 3 or 4 hours with the lights on East Main Street in Wingate. The owner was contacted and said he would turn off the lights, 10:28 p.m. Someone was reported trying to break into a shed, Wellington Boulevard in Crawfordsville, 11:42 p.m. Town marshals responded to a verbal warning passing in a no passing zone. They issued that warning, State Road 25 and County Road 750 North, 8:11 p.m. On Saturday, Accidents reported. Crawfordsville Police Department responded to on Thursday, East South Boulevard at Elm, Robert D. Costin, 51 of Crawfordsville, and Kakiome K. Webb, 48 of Rockville, 12:30 p.m. Friday, a private parking lot near County Road 150 South and 47 South. There was an accident involving Jordan M. Combs, 17 of Crawfordsville, and Tracy S. Byrne, 42 of South Bend at 8 a.m. Saturday at the Circle K lot, US 231 at Chestnut, Sandra S. Fields, 56, and Christy L. Thomas, 17, both of Crawfordsville, were involved in that accident, 9:23 a.m. State Road 32 at Grant, Angela R. Archer Brown, 40 of Crawfordsville, and Mildred J. Rumble, 63 of Ladoga, were involved in that accident, 2:35 p.m. On Sunday at the Walmart parking lot, Keith R. Moody, 44, and Maydell Coffinberry, 70, both of Crawfordsville, were involved in that accident, 2:42 p.m. The Montgomery County Sheriff's Office responded to an accident on Friday, County Road 700 East near County Road 1000 North, involving Charles D. Sutherland, 55 of Darlington, who struck a deer, 10:24 p.m. I-74 westbound at the 45-mile marker, Zachary J. Cunningham, 20, of Crawfordsville, ran off the road, 10:35 p.m. And in fire runs, volunteer fire departments responded on Friday to a field fire, 5850 West State Road 32 at 5:42 p.m. A strong smell of gasoline in New Richmond, 11:33 p.m. And on Saturday, illegal burning on Garfield at Waynetown, 7:09 p.m., and a field fire, 511 South 400 West, 10:21 p.m. That's your police blotter for today. I'm Frank Phillips reporting.